Todd Ball, a game consisting of using a soccer ball on a tennis court, using rules from soccer, football, and tennis. How can this be, you might ask? Well, it's easy. The game consists of two teams of three. Two members of one team are on their respective side of the tennis court, the same as in tennis. The other member of the team is in the out section behind the back court of the opposing team. The positions of the players inside the court are known as the fore and the aft, the fore being the member closest to the net, the aft being the closest to the back court. The position of the player in the opposing team's side in the out court is called the Irish. Let's go over some basic rules. Inside the court is a no-hand zone. The ball is to be played like soccer, using feet and body only. If the ball is touched by the hand or arm, equivalent to a handball in soccer, it is a change of possession. The ball is then to be given to the Irish of the opposing team. The Irish will then throw the ball to either the fore or the aft of his team. The ball is now in play. The out-of-bounds section, marked by the lines of the court, alleys are inbounds, is a hands-only zone. The exception of this rule is the Irish, being that the player in the position of the Irish can use any part of the body to control the ball. If the ball is kicked out of bounds, the ball must be thrown in to the other team member. The ball is still live even after it is kicked out of bounds, meaning that the Irish can obtain possession if he were to reach the ball before the fore or aft. If the Irish were to obtain possession, he must throw the ball into his team on the opposite side of the court. The ball is always live, and change of possession may occur at any time. The only time where the ball is out of play is when the ball is kicked out of the court completely. If this occurs, the player who kicked it out of play must retrieve the ball, and will give the ball to the opposing Irish. This is a change of possession. The Irish will then throw the ball to the fore or aft of his team, and the ball will be back in play. The fore and aft may switch positions at any time, including times when the ball is in play. Let's talk about scoring. To score a basic point, either the fore or the aft must kick the ball to the Irish of their team, and the Irish must catch the ball behind the back line, or outside of the boundary line, in the out-of-bounds zone, as long as the Irish is behind half-court, before the ball touches the ground. The ball may be played off of fences where applicable. Deflections by the defensive fore and aft do not negate the point. To score what is known as a control point, the fore or aft must kick the ball to the Irish, but the ball must bounce one time in the back court, and the Irish must catch the ball after the first bounce in the out-of-bounds area anywhere behind the half-court line. Control points are not negated by defensive deflections. Control points may also be played off of fences where applicable. To score a defensive point, as in dodgeball, the fore or aft of the defensive team must catch the ball in the out-of-bounds zone just like the Irish, without the ball bouncing. Defensive points cannot be obtained off of attempted control points. This is simply a change of possession. If a defensive score is to occur, the ball is thrown into play to the scoring team. Therefore, a defensive point is simultaneously a point and a change of possession. All scores equal 1 point. The first team to 11 points wins the match.
Yeah, go with the lights again. Look, there's Jade. Turn it off.